Good morning. So let's get started on lesson 43. So you will not need the front, but you'll need the back, spelling and high frequency, and then the other 43. Okay. So this is another kind of long one, but it goes with yesterday's lesson. So echo these sounds or these words. That was yesterday's. Addie, will you bring me that dry erase marker up there, please? Okay, so echo these sounds, these words. Maple, sample, dimple. I'm sorry, I said marker. Dry eraser. I know, girl. Thank you. So what do we hear in the final position? Maple, sample, dimple. We hear pull, right? Think about yesterday's lesson when we heard bull. We didn't actually write B-U-L or B-E-L for the schwa sound. Remember, it was that secret vowel that we don't actually see. So today we're adding on to that, okay? So we have pull making that sound. Maple, sample, dimple, okay? So final position, right? So it is the final stable syllables, okay? We bracket those. Remember, it's stable. Stable means it doesn't change, okay? So let's look at these. That's a D. I'm sorry, I didn't connect. So we have riddle, handle, fiddle. Final position, dole, dole, dole. Okay? So, over here, let's go ahead and bracket. Okay? And then let's finish coding these. So we know these E's are silent. They don't say anything when we don't go dimply, dimple, okay? So we bracket off the final stable syllable. The E is silent, and then there's that schwa E in between, okay? So now let's code the other syllable, okay? Our first syllables in our words. All of these words have 2 syllables. So when we code the other syllable, we code the vowel for that syllable. Okay, we don't code the vowel for the whole word. When we started out and we were doing words like cat, vowel followed by a consonant is breathe. Okay, we did that because cat is 1 syllable. So we code the vowels for that syllable. Okay, so MA is 1 syllable. So it's an open accented vowel. Open means there's not anything behind it in that syllable. Okay, yes, there's a consonant here, but that's a separate syllable. So when we code, we look at each syllable alone. So there's nothing after the A in this syllable. So remember, that was one of our very first rules, an open accented vowel. Open means there's nothing after it in that syllable, okay? So we have apple, maple. So here's Sam. That is 1 syllable. So here's our vowel followed by a consonant. so it's short. Sample. Here's our first syllable. It's a vowel followed by a consonant, so it gets abbreviated. Dimple. Look at these. The vowel followed by a consonant in that syllable, so it's abbreviated. Same thing here, vowel followed by a consonant in this syllable and a vowel followed by a consonant in that syllable, okay? So that's the difference. This is a long A because in this syllable, there's nothing after it. So it's called an open accent, okay? And yes, these all need accent marks too. Okay? I know. But it's going to help. So let's look at a different situation. Why have I not been using this thing all year? So here we go. So we will see final stable syllables used like this. Recording and presenting. I just had that fear of all of a sudden I wasn't doing either one. So here's a word, okay? So we will see sometimes digraphs and combinations in the syllable before the final stable syllable. So like this, here's our stable syllable, final stable syllable, okay? So this gets the accent. So here's a digraph. So when we see digraphs or combinations in the syllable before our final stable syllable, we code it just like normal, okay? So, noodle, noodle. Now remember, double O can say noodle or but or moon. So, noodle, noodle. We don't know that word, but we know noodle, okay? Remember, double O is just one of those you have to try both. So let's look at all these words. It's so hard for me not to say them when I'm spelling them. I need to get a setup where I can do this at the board. But then that's a learning curve. I'd have to learn it all over. We don't want to do that right now. We're in our flow. We don't want to learn something new right now in technology. No. Okay, let's look at these words. So let's code them. First of all, these are all end on a consonant LE. That means all of these words are a final stable syllable. There's a lot of them, guys. A lot. So let's look. I'm just going to bracket them. The way we code final stable syllables, we bracket them. Remember, a final stable syllable is a consonant and then LE. So, right there. And then mark that E out because that E doesn't say anything. Okay? Remember when we have double consonants, we close it right there. Here's another one. Here's another one. Oh my goodness, all of these are different. Look how many final stable syllables there are. Oh my goodness. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ones right there. And we've already done some today and yesterday's. So let's finish coding. So we have coded our final stable syllables. So now remember, we code the vowel for the syllable that it is in, not for the whole word. We're getting higher up, okay? Our words are longer. Our words have more syllables. So you code the vowel for the syllable it is in, okay? So this U in this first syllable is followed by a consonant, so it gets abbreviated, so it's short. So let's pronounce this word. Juggle. Juggle. Okay? Remember when we do double syllables, we only say it once. So instead of juggle, juggle. Okay? Let's look at this one. We have a vowel followed by a consonant in this syllable. Oh, I didn't do an accent mark. I forget those accent marks every time. Okay, so this vowel gets a breathe. Little. Little. Okay? Here's a vowel. It's followed by a syllable or by a consonant, but that's a different syllable. So in this syllable right here, this vowel is not followed by anything in this syllable. So it gets a macron because it is an open accented syllable. Open means there is not a consonant letter after it in that syllable. So this word is I. That's a long I. Rifle. Rifle. Here's a vowel followed by a syllable in this. Been getting those mixed up. Here's a vowel followed by a consonant in this syllable. So it gets a macron. Hassle. Hassle. Look at this one. Ooh, we should know SPR is a blend. Nope. Yeah, it's a blend. Spr. This one's funny. So we pronounce this sprinkle. Sprinkle. We don't say sprinkle. We say sprinkle, like it's an E. Sprinkle. English is hard. There's another one. This gets a macron. Yes, it's followed by a consonant. Don't ask me why. It's not. We don't say uncle though. It's uncle. These two are probably one of those. Some things follow our rules and then some things don't. So there probably should be sight words if you just kind of need to know them. Remember, I'm learning with you. So let's look at this one. Vowel followed by a consonant. Short puzzle. Puzzle. Gosh, that's a lot of final stable syllables. But we're making it. Okay, so we need letter cards. Our new ones. I have somewhere. Here they are. So, letter card. Yesterday we added this one. We started with this one. So when we see this card, we say final stable syllable BLE. Okay? Yes, it's a mouthful. Yes, it's a lot. Final stable syllable BLE. So when you see this one, we say final stable syllable DLE. Okay? And our picture card for this one is candle. And then we'll say dull. Okay? Remember yesterday we did BLE, bubble, bull. Final stable syllable BLE, bubble, bull. I need to redo our videos and add these new ones in. Final stable syllable DLE, candle, dull. Final stable syllable PLE, staple, pull. Okay, say those with me. Final stable, start over. Final stable syllable PLE, staple, pull. Okay? Here's one that is in our literacy first that I test you on. Final syllable, GLE, bugle, goal. So this word in our literacy first stuff, we have words that follow this. It's the open syllable. So like this, 2-syllable word. Here's the mark. So they're open, accent, open. So solo. And a lot of you get that word, but several of you miss this word. You say buggle because bug-ul, right? Now you can read it right because now we have this rule. Goal, you are saying buggle, so you're getting the GLE, but now we know this is a syllable by itself. So it's an open accented U, so it's bugle. So now everybody should read that word right, bugle, okay? Okay, get up there. So open accented, open, I was confused on the other one. Final stable syllable, GLE. Bugle, goal. Okay. Final stable syllable, TLE. Bottle, toll. Okay. Last one. Because they don't do the KLE, the CLE, and the ZLE. These are the ones that have the pictures and their letter cards are the ones that are most common. Okay. So final stable syllable, FLE. Ruffle, full. So it's the ruffle of the dress. So final stable syllable, FLE. Ruffle, full. Okay. So tomorrow when you do your videos, our new cards will be in there, okay? So let's look back now at our paper. Okay? And let's do our review words. So our first review word, we're going to do click. Ick. Ick. That has that digraph CK at the end, final position CK. Mark. R, that's combination AR. Okay. Will, what, it. And then when we hear L at the end, it's a double L, double consonant. Okay, our new sight words. I need to get those in our new video. You'll have a new video, sight word video too tomorrow. Does. Goes. Remember, you guys can pause this. And bin. But our sight word bin, not the name bin. So it's a double E. Bin. Okay, now let's do our new sounds. Okay. So we're going to do high frequency practice. So if I say dole, you echo dole, and then you would tell me final stable syllable DLE, and then we write down DLE. Okay, just like that. Then if I would say full, you say full, you would give me final stable syllable FLE, and then we would write down FLE. Goal, You would tell me, repeat goal. When I go like this, you would tell me final stable syllable, GLE, and then we write down just GLE. Remember, when we write them down, we don't have to code them. Okay? 10, pull. What are you going to tell me? Final stable syllable, PLE, and then we write down PLE. Okay? So let's practice a new word. Staple. So A. We say A because that's that syllable, because we know pull is PLE. Except they need to be write them as one word. I kind of wrote them as two words. There we go. So this vowel is an open accented vowel because it's the last of that syllable. So middle, and then DLE, dull, middle. Okay. Little, it, and then we end on tull. Okay. Okay. So down here, have your child read and spell the high frequency words. Check the boxes next to each word your child reads and spells successfully. You guys need to be practicing these every day, okay? So let's look at worksheet 43. Let's do these together. Okay. So we're working with final stable syllables, but they're keeping some of our other stuff in there. So let's look at this one. We have DLE, so it shows you even how to code it, okay? Bracket and mark out that E. Okay, now what else do we need? This is digraph double E. So we only say one E, so mark that E out. Not hard to see there. Accent, and then this is long. So needle, needle. There's a needle right there. Okay, let's look at this one. TLE. So we're going to bracket that off. Okay, you guys do this with me. Mark out this E, just like they did. And then we have to finish. This is a vowel. It's an open accented vowel. It's open because it's nothing follows it in that syllable. So it's long. So title. Okay. Keep. There's our double E. I know I mark out one because we only say it once and it's long. So keep. Okay. Oh, here's the regular old word. We have a vowel consonant E. So I know this E is that magic sneaky E. So the E is silent, but it makes this say its name. So we have tube. Okay. Here's a digraph OO. We have a voiced TH. So we have, smooth. Okay, oh, there's a PLE. So we're going to bracket, mark that out. We have a vowel that's followed by a consonant, so it's short. So we have apple. Apple. I forget that accent mark. Apple. There's my apple. So let's read this. Mom makes good apple cake with green apples. Apple cake is the best if it is made with fresh apples. The cake smells good as it cooks. The hot cake will crumble on the plate. When is apple cake the best? Apple cake, I'm going to underline, is the best if it is made with fresh apples. Patty, you need to get ready. Okay, time to go. When is apple cake the best? When it is made with fresh apples. So we're going to write a complete sentence, guys. So I'm going to capitalize my first word. Apple cake is the best. So I used my question. Apple cake is the best. Now I'm going to have to write underneath, and you will too probably, and that's okay. Apple cake is the best when it is made with fresh apples. So you just write it underneath. Keep it neat though, it's okay. Fresh apples. Period. Pause and write that down, guys. You have to make this a complete sentence. Excuse me. You got it? Careful. Here, hand it to me. Ooh, sorry, guys. Okay. What apples are in the cake? We have red apples, green apples, black apples. Gross.
Yeah.
Mom makes good apple cake with green apples. Will the cake crumble? The hot cake will crumble on the plate. So, yes. Okay. I'm trusting you to do this. You do not have to send me a picture of the front. On the back, code these first, answer these, and then record yourself reading the whole page. That's not a choice. That's a have to. Okay? I will see you guys later.